Well, they asked me a few questions and I answered them. Well, it's an important day. That's we were lucky. We were all glad when it was over. I mean, they're going to have a life too ahead of them, and they don't realize it. I never dreamt I'd ever be in the service, even when I went to school. I was called in, but I tried to join the Navy. I came up to the Sioux here, and I couldn't find no place. I had to go to Port Arthur. I didn't know. And then my birthday is on the September the 22nd, but I always thought I was born 1923. I thought I had a year yet to join the Navy. The first thing I got a call for the Army. I had to report to Toronto. When I got down there, they asked me what I wanted to join. I told them the Forestry Corps. I said, I'm from the bush and that's all I know. They said, we got the place for you. They put me in the infantry. Brantford, we did training, and then we went to Aldershot to do advanced training. And then when I went out west, I was only out there 10 days and we were picked. And we went to Nanaimo. We had commando training. And we trained in the bush, crossed cables, 10 guys at a time with our rifle over rivers. And we had to hold on, and we had rough training. I was in 6 months up there. We slept underground before we even got a tent or anything. And it rains every day. That's the Pacific Ocean. It was 12 days to go up there, 12 days to come back. The first experience I had was going with the Americans up in Aleutians. At American unit, we had 5,000 of us was picked to go with the Americans. We had American uniform, everything. The only thing that we kept was our 303 because it was dependable. They didn't trust the Americans' guns. Well, after I come home, we trained again, and then I went overseas after. I went to Belgium, Holland, and Germany. I helped to liberate Holland and part of Belgium. They didn't tell us where we were going, nothing. We got on the boat, and then they told us where we were going. The sun came up the wrong side, it came up the wrong way in the morning. Then after the war, our regiment had to do 3 months duty in Germany, and we had to go around with trucks and make sure everything was, everything was in order. And we patrolled the Atlantic, the North Atlantic part for a couple of weeks. Then I got picked, 10 of us got picked to go to a jail where they kept all the German officers. We slept in the jail. We had like a big room and cots. There was 10 Canadians and 10 British. For 1 month I stayed in there, and we gave the officers exercise every morning and every afternoon, made them run around the courtyard. And then they'd go up for court-martial, but they wouldn't let us listen to the court-martials. But we had to do duty, and then we come back to Holland. We stayed there in tents for a while before we come back to England. And I went to Paris, and I seen my uncle. I got a picture right up there. I visited him for 3 days, and we weren't allowed to leave Paris to go anywhere because the Americans guarded the whole France nearly, and we had to have special pass. I had to go to Brest, and when we tried to get, I seen a train with Brest marked on it. I knew I had to go to Brest, to Morlaix, and then His daughter was only 5 miles from Brest, but the Americans wouldn't let us go and get on the train. We had to get a special. I showed them the address, and he said, "You can't go. You got to get a special pass to go." So my chum said he was going to go with me. So when I said, when that train starts to move, I'm going to be on it. And as soon as it started to move, we run, and they're hollering, "Halt, halt!" And I never looked. I told them, "Don't look back." I was in 1943 up in the Lucian, in 44, and part of 44 and 45 and 46 in Europe. I never come back home till 46. Well, I was in Blind River when I come home. Yeah. Then there was no work down there for, the same as in the Sioux was booming. So I came up to the Sioux. I worked the steel plant. I put my name at the fire hall. I was 3 years before I got a call. When they went on 40-hour a week, I was lucky. But if I wouldn't have been in the service, I don't think I'd have got called. They promised us a job when we were, before we got on the boat. The colonel gave us a speech. He says, "You're going home now, boys, and life is the way you make it." So I had a good life, yeah. But you got to work. But the fire department is not easy. It's all school. I was captain for 19 years. I'm retired. I'm the oldest firefighter left, and the oldest army guy. Yeah. I can't believe that some of them guys were tougher than me. They were smarter, and boy, it's unbelievable how some of them passed away so fast.